Flying private, it sounds incredibly glamorous, doesn't it? You picture yourself stepping onto a sleek jet, no long queues at security, no crowded airport lounges, just a smooth, easy journey from start to finish. This idea of effortless travel is very appealing. It speaks of freedom, control, and luxury. Many people dream about this kind of experience. It's a symbol of success for some, a mark of having truly arrived. So what is it about private jets that captures our imagination? Perhaps it's the idea of ultimate convenience. You can often choose exactly when you want to fly, and where you want to go directly. No more complicated connections or long layovers. You are in charge of your own travel schedule. First, let's talk about actually owning a private jet. A new light jet might cost a few £1,000,000. A larger long-range jet can cost tens of millions, or even more. Think upwards of £50 million for the biggest models. Used jets are cheaper but still a massive investment, and buying the jet is just the beginning of the expenses. It's like buying a very, very expensive car, but one that also needs pilots and a runway and a lot more looking after. If buying a jet is too much, you can rent one. This is often called chartering a jet. You pay an hourly rate for the time you use the aircraft. These hourly rates can range from £3,000 to over £10,000. This depends on the size and type of the jet, and also where you are flying and how far. There are also options like fractional ownership. Here, you buy a share of a jet with other people. Jet cards are another choice, like a debit card for flying hours. Despite the high costs, there are clear benefits to flying private. The biggest one is probably convenience. You can often depart within a few hours of booking a flight. You choose the departure time that suits your schedule, not the airline schedule, which is a huge difference. You can fly directly to smaller airports closer to your destination. This can save a lot of ground travel time. No more changing planes or waiting for connecting flights. The entire journey is tailored to your needs. Time saving is another major advantage. Think about the time spent at commercial airports, queuing for check-in, then for security, then at the gate. With private travel, you can often arrive at the airport minutes before departure. You go through a much quicker, more private security process. Sometimes you can even be driven directly to the aircraft. This means less waiting around and more productive time. For busy executives, this time saved can be worth a lot. It allows them to fit more into their demanding schedules. Section 4, clouds on the horizon, the downsides and the planet. Now let's talk about the downsides. The most obvious, as we've discussed, is the incredible cost. Whether you own, charter, or use a jet card, it's expensive. For most people, it's simply not affordable. It remains a luxury reserved for a very small percentage of the population. This financial barrier is the biggest hurdle for many. Even for those who could technically afford it, it's a significant outlay. It requires careful consideration of whether the benefits justify the expense. Another major concern is the environmental impact. Private jets have a much higher carbon footprint per passenger, much higher than commercial flights, even first class. An aeroplane carrying just a few people uses a lot of fuel. This means more emissions for each person on board. As concerns about climate change grow, this is a big issue. Many people are becoming more aware of their travel footprint. The optics of flying private can also be negative for this reason. It's seen by some as an unnecessary extravagance, especially given the urgent need to reduce global emissions. It's a whole different financial world. Section 5, commercial versus private, weighing up your wings and your wallet. So let's directly compare flying private with commercial flights. The most striking difference is, of course, the cost. A commercial flight, even in business or first class, is far cheaper. You might pay a few hundred or a few £1,000s. A private jet flight will cost many thousands or tens of thousands. For the price of one short private jet trip, you could fly commercial many times. This makes commercial flying the only realistic option for most people. It's designed for mass transit, moving lots of people efficiently. Private flying is a bespoke service for a select few. The scale of the price difference is truly vast. Then there's the experience. This is where private flying shines. Commercial flying often means queues, crowds, and limited personal space. You share the cabin with hundreds of other people. Security can be slow and boarding can be chaotic. Private flying is the opposite. It's calm, quiet, and personal. You have the entire cabin to yourself or your group.